Hey guys, Jordan here. In this video, I'm gonna be giving my thoughts on the newest Ricoh 360 camera. So let's get into it. So this is the Ricoh Theta X. Honestly, I didn't really know too much about this. The reason why I was looking into a new 360 camera is because I was experiencing issues with my Theta Z1, which is like the $1,000 or $1,100. I can't remember exactly how much I paid for it, but there were some issues that I was experiencing when I was out there using it, shooting Matterport models. It would just cut off randomly. Like, it was very annoying, and I updated the firmware. I wasn't exactly sure what the heck was going on. So anyways, I just picked up another one, hoping that the issue would go away, and I think there's some type of software issue. It happened 3 or 4 times, so that's why I got another one. But even when I used this one, it happened once. So I've never had that issue happen with Matterport cameras. I'm assuming it might have something to do with Theta or Ricoh and Matterport compatibility, but it's just annoying. You have to turn it on, reconnect it to your Wi-Fi. So anyways, I think I paid around $800 for this camera, and it is, honestly, they fixed a lot of issues or problems that are with other Ricoh 360 cameras. One, they moved the charger port to the side because there are times where you're out shooting with these things and you know, obviously the battery stamina isn't that great. So if you have less than 50% battery life, you might not make it through your entire shoot, especially if you're doing like a Matterport 360 floor plan and you're doing a whole bunch of different scans. I showed up to a property once, this is with the Z1, and I had an external charger bank, but being that the charger port is on the bottom, I couldn't charge it at the same time as I was shooting. So I'd have to do a few, charge it up to 10%, try to do it as quickly as possible, and then take the mount off, charge it for a little bit. But with this one, they moved it to the side, so there's no issue having a power bank plugged into this thing when you're out there. So in theory, you could shoot forever, as long as you have a power bank with a decent amount of capacity. Now, what's really nice about this one as well is that it has a screen on it, so you can actually see and preview what you're looking at. Now, over the Z1, I do think that this sensor is smaller. Obviously, the optics are a little bit smaller, but unless in like super low light scenarios, when I looked at the model, and this was one of my gripes with the Z1, is that the color temperature, looked like too saturated, and the yellows looked all weird for the Z1 over the Matterport. Now this one, the white balance looked much better, more accurate, closer to Matterport than the Z1. So there's something that they did with this, I suppose. And also, you can order extra batteries for this one as well. So you can swap out the batteries, and it's it reminds me of like one of the mini Sony, like a point and shoot Sony battery, but that's nice. I didn't order extra batteries because I have a bunch of power banks that I can just plug in and charge as I go between shoots or even at the shoot. But anyways, yeah, I do like this one. I think the quality is much better than some like the Theta V or the Theta S, or we have some of those lower tier ones. Now this one's pretty pricey, but for me, I say this is probably the ideal one because being out there shooting as well, and I explained some of the issues that I've run into. This one will help fix a lot of those outside of that turn-off issue that I had with Matterport, which it did happen one time on my previous model. So hopefully that issue gets sorted out. But anyways, if you're on the fence about getting the Z1 or the Theta X, I think the Theta X from a design perspective and quality perspective is actually better than the Z1. You can disagree or whatever. The 1-inch sensor is nice. It might do better in low light, but for generally speaking, for real estate purposes, the Theta X is a great option. So anyways, I just wanted to talk about this. You know, many of you guys might not even know about this 360 camera. I didn't even know about it. I think it was kind of a release. You know how DJI does their things, it's like a big release, or even Sony, or new products, but this one was kind of under the radar. I didn't even know it was out, and I think it came out a few months ago. So anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. If you guys have additional questions about this or want me to test it on a certain thing, let me know. And leave them in the comment section below. If you're into real estate photography, you're looking to learn, check out my other videos and subscribe to my channel, as I consistently put out content just like this. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one.